Robert Lewandowski has undoubtedly been an incredible reinforcement for Barcelona since he has arrived. As Barcelona's top goalscorer last season, he made sure that Barcelona finally had a proper striker again, for the first time since Luis Suarez was back in his good old days. But are we really seeing the best Lewandowski at Barcelona? In his first months at Barca 1 year ago, he was doing great. But more recently, the Polish striker has been struggling, up to the point that he has openly complained about Barcelona's way of playing. So why is he actually struggling? What or who is the actual problem? That's what we're going to discuss in this video, so make sure to stay tuned. At Bayern Munich, Lewandowski was considered as the best striker in the world. So we might need to take a look at what the difference is between Bayern Munich and Barcelona. One of the main differences is the fact that at Bayern Munich you always had two wingers, Serge Gnabry and Leroy Sané for example, who could cause danger in front of goal themselves and put a cross into the area. At Barcelona this season thus far, Xavi has only played with one winger, Lamine Yamal at right wing while Gavi has played at left wing. Why is this a problem? Well, if you're a striker you actually need enough chances to score a goal. This season Lewandowski has just not been getting the supply he needs to actually score goals. Last season, when he was doing great, he had enough supply because Barcelona played with two wingers, Dembélé and Rafinha for most of the time. So Lewandowski needs to get more supply from the wings to be able to have a higher output, in the form of crosses into the box, but having actual left wingers instead of someone like Gavi, who can be dangerous themselves, will lead to Lewandowski having more opportunities in front of goal as well. If you look back at Barcelona's fourth goal against Villarreal this season, Lewandowski scored the rebound after an individual action from Lamine Yamal. That's exactly why a left winger who causes danger can help Lewandowski. So how should Xavi actually play then for Lewandowski to be at his best? Well, play with two actual wingers in the first place. Right now, I'd go with Joao Felix and Lamine Yamal. You would then still have Rafinha and Ferran Torres as options, but there's more to it. At left, Alejandro Balde hasn't been supplying Lewandowski with enough chances. So if I were Xavi, I would tell Balde to focus more on putting in crosses for Lewandowski, or to look for link play with him and Joao Felix. If their chemistry can grow over the season, then this left side might become a real machine that provides Lewandowski with way more opportunities. At right, you wouldn't only have Lamine Yamal or Rafinha, but also Joao Cancelo as an offensive right back, something that has been lacking up till now. With Joao Cancelo on top of your right winger, your right side would be way more creative, unpredictable, and would supply Lewandowski with even more opportunities. And if you think that it's too risky to play with two offensive fullbacks, then realize that great teams like Barcelona in 2015 with Jordi Alba and Dani Alves already did it as well. Having more supply from the wings would definitely help Lewandowski, but from the midfield he's not really getting enough supply either. At Bayern Munich, Lewandowski had an incredible chemistry with Thomas Müller, and their link-up play was a nightmare to defend against. At Barcelona, we have not yet seen that happen. With Pedri, I think Lewandowski has great chemistry already, and these two can definitely tear open entire defenses on their own, which we've seen multiple times last season. So Pedri isn't a problem, his injuries are. Because without Pedri, Lewandowski doesn't really have that same kind of midfielder to link up with. Now, Gundogan definitely has the potential for it, and I think it won't last long before we see these two establish a great partnership. With Gavi, Frenkie de Jong and Oriol Romeu, the understanding, chemistry and link-up play with Lewandowski can improve though. Players like Pedri and Gundogan might be more talented when it comes to link-up play and understanding the runs of their teammates. But with time, players like Gavi can definitely establish a great chemistry with Lewandowski as well. So, what is the best midfield for Barcelona in terms of getting Lewandowski to score goals? Well, ideally, you need to play with either Gundogan or Pedri, or both of them, but at least one of them needs to play to just have that midfielder who can make runs forwards and link up with Lewandowski. What midfield you pick altogether would need to depend upon who you're playing against really, but for Lewandowski you need someone who will understand him. Someone like Thomas Müller was at Bayern Munich. With more supply, Lewandowski's problems in Barcelona would be solved if you ask me. This season he's not been that confident either, but once he starts scoring again, his confidence shouldn't be a problem. And is La Liga more difficult than the Bundesliga? Well, difficult, easy, that's not really what matters. But in La Liga I do think that it sucks to play as Barcelona striker. In general, defenders are more annoying in La Liga, and so are the referees. Definitely if your name is Robert Lewandowski. This hasn't helped him of course, but again, if he just gets more supply from the rest of the team, I think that this won't be too much of a problem anymore. I mean, last season at the start he was doing great in La Liga, so neither the defenders or referees should really be a constraint for him. It's really just all about that supply. Play with more supplying players and Lewandowski will get more supply, and he will start scoring again. This is still Robert Lewandowski. He might be getting older, but his quality of finishing hasn't suddenly gone up in smoke. He might very well become his old self again. Xavi just needs to let him be that player. That was it for today's video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and feel free to share your own opinion in the comments down below. Força Barça, Força Lewandowski, and have a good day.